Before I start this video, I would like to thank Pinetree for helping me so much with making this video, finding a lot of resources I was looking for, and even showing me stuff that I've never really seen. It's been very helpful for the topic I wanted to cover. So if you like the videos that I'm going to be showing in this video, make sure to check out his channel. The link will be in the description for you to see. For those of you who don't know, lost media basically means stuff that's being deleted, stuff that's being banned, or it's just extremely rare stuff to find in a sense. Most of it is more like stuff that aired once on a TV show but then got removed and such. So in this case, I'll be covering a lot of the stuff that were meant to be in Skate, or even like advertising that ended up getting banned or just never really went public. Let's just jump straight into the advertising. Skate is very known for a lot of the adverts they've had, the way they commercialized the game. However, there were two ads made for Skate 3 that ended up getting banned completely. The first video is about a god teaching someone how to get better at playing Skate. He calls himself the Thumb God, and it's more about building the strength of your thumbs to get better at playing the game. It's such a weird video in my opinion, like the way it's structured. It's kind of funny too, but it's really goofy. I have no idea why this commercial was banned. Maybe it possibly aired at some point. I'm not really aware about that though. But the whole concept of it doesn't seem too bad. I don't see a lot of negatives in it, but maybe it might have been something that they weren't comfortable with showing. Maybe because they didn't like the whole concept of it. It was a bit too silly for them, I guess. Now the next advertisement for Skate 3 does seem a little bit more political and more controversial. So the audio in the video is only this voicemail from an EA Skate employee. The voicemail was directed towards Jerry Shu, who is one of the pros in Skate 3 that you can play as and meet. Something interesting about this whole video is that they label a lot of names and it has enjoy there as well. Then at the end of the video, it just says enjoy making the rich richer. Nothing in the regard of what's shown prior to the end is too bad, except for like someone smoking, I guess. Like you can't really have that in a commercial. The only thing that I feel like might have caused this video to be banned is possibly the way that it just ended. Maybe it's targeting a group of people. I'm not really sure, but in a sense, if you watch this type of video without the voicemail, you can't even tell this video is directed for Skate 3. Also, in some relation to advertising, there is a video which covers concept animations for Skate 1 and Skate 2. The video has an animation of Chris Haslam doing a hippie jump over a barricade and also jumping over a dumpster to grind like the boot of a car. There's also other parts of this video where you see him skate in a bowl. But there's also, you can see cutscenes that aren't really like rendered. It's just the characters standing in like an empty space just talking to each other. Then there's also some aspects which seem to be gameplay with the world already rendered and designed and everything's pretty much already done. I'm guessing this was just to show how much they've already done and what the game could possibly look like. It could possibly be a concept of how they were going to advertise the game. As for Skate 1, 2, and 3, all the Skate games, they do have animations of skaters just skating around the city. They have a lot of that in this video. Like if you go on the title screen, they show like a cutscene of the game before you even press start to play. It could very well just be a concept of how they're going to design the trailer just for the game. Or even just show how much they've progressed from Skate 1 to Skate 2. Showing the new elements that they're going to be implementing into the game, which is such as moving the dumpster and such and jumping off your board, so which allows you to walk. Now, not a lot of people really know about this, but Skate 1 actually has a whole different soundtrack than what people know. Like Skate 1 has a lot of bands and rappers and such that people already know and they're big fans of or they recognize, but there's a whole different soundtrack which is actually made by EA. This can be seen if you go to Apple Music and you search up Skate original soundtrack. You can find the list of each song in there, but on YouTube you can only find one of these songs. You can't actually find them anywhere else besides Apple Music. I don't really have Apple Music, so I didn't really listen to it, but I'll put the link in the description. You guys listen to it and let me know what you think of it. One of the songs called DIY, which is in the soundtrack, actually has its own video, which is really just someone skating, which is really interesting and obviously just fits. And from what I know, out of all the songs, that's the only one with a music video. I don't know if there's more that we probably haven't seen. I don't know if they exist or not, but maybe we'll find out in the future. When it comes to promotion, Skate's known for doing beyond just making an advert for the game. It would host real life competitions or even just appear at random gaming events to display what they have made. And in this case, something was found very recently which was advertised for Skate 2. So Blackbox and Etnies had their own competition held in the Netherlands at this place called Eidenhaven. I don't really know if I'm saying it right, but the whole competition was Goofy versus regular. I don't know if they won prizes. I'm guessing they did, possibly like decks or even merch, but there's a video that was made for it which shows someone skating around a park, skating around a city with loads of art appearing. It was a really cool video to see actually. This is the only video I've ever seen for them to advertise a real life contest. I know they've done many real life contests, but I've never seen them make a video about it. So there could possibly be more that we're not very aware of. Which means not just for Skate 2, but also for the other skates, like Skate 1 and Skate 3. There could be possible videos that they made just to display a real life contest that they had. The last video is a development gameplay video for the original Skate 1. It shows their progress on the game from December 2005 all the way to September 2007. You can see how they implemented the flicker system, how the world interacts with you, how they implemented grinds, working on bail mechanics, and also the overall map that surrounds you. Pretty interesting to look at because I feel that the early gameplay that they show makes the game seem a lot more smooth than it was on release. For example, just skating in bowls had a lot more smoother transition than it does in the original game. I don't know if there's a difference in the bails, but I feel like the bails are a lot more ragdoll-y, but over time it just became a lot more stiff, which could have possibly been used in order to make the game feel a lot more realistic in the ways that you bail. I'm honestly surprised that they've been working on the original Skate for so long. I thought they worked in that game for less than a year or even a year. I don't know why I felt like that, but it clearly shows that was not the case. Could possibly be a lot more footage out there in terms of just going over a bunch of lost media for all the original Skate games. And if there's any footage and such that I've missed, please let me know in the comments as always. And if you have any thoughts on the stuff I've shown you, let me know. I'd also like to thank all of you guys just for all the views, the comments, all the interactions, and just how fast I've been growing this channel. I didn't expect it to happen, but I'm very appreciative of it. So on that, thank you very much for all the support. And those of you that are new, don't forget to follow my socials.